This is my interviews assignment, um, interview video. I will be applying for a civil engineer role. I will be applying for a senior civil engineer supervisor role, and these are my response to the four questions that were given. What are your greatest strengths and why? One of my greatest strengths, in my opinion, is my work ethic. I play college football. I've played high school football all 4 years, so I'm very, you know, experienced in pushing myself even when I'm tired or when things are getting tough, or when things are looking down. I'm experienced in pushing myself and still getting a goal that we need. It's something that's taught me a lot of discipline and consistency. Another one of my big strengths, I would say, is communicate. Is communication in the workplace. We have to talk to our teammates multiple times a play just to make sure we're on the same page to get a play started. So I think I'm good at listening and adjusting with, quick, in quick settings. I also think these strengths really matter in any job because you need someone who is dependable, who can work with others, who can communicate with them, and who can still work through trouble. And I think I have all three of those traits in plentiful amounts. The second question is, what is my worst weakness, and what am I doing to improve it? One of my worst weaknesses that I think I personally have is that I might tend to be hard on myself, or I can struggle on being convicted or confident in something that I'm not all the way sure about. And I definitely work on it by definitely trying to learn everything that I can. Definitely trying to do one on one time and make sure I'm comfortable with what I'm doing so that I can be confident, because I figure that that's when I'm best, when I'm most effective. Football has also helped me with this because in order for us to get on the field, you have to be confident, and so it's helped me learn that there is a way to gain your confidence, and that's by knowing what you're doing more than the person beside you or than the person in front of you. And so I honestly think that applies in the workplace as well. And also with staying mentally strong. One thing I think makes me stand out is my mindset and my willingness to learn and adapt. With playing football, you are placed in different positions, whatever they put you at for the sole purpose to help the team win. You are just one out of 53 guys on the roster that is, supposed to help the team win. At any, no matter what. And I think I can take. I think I take that onto the work environment as well. In a work environment, I feel like I do everything that I need to do to make sure that me and my team can get the most work done, and then we get it as efficiently done as efficiently as possible. And I truly do think that one of my best traits is also being a leader and making it get done. I think that I'm best when I am in a role of control and leadership, and I can kind of give people an idea of what to do, because I also feel like I have a good idea of reading people and seeing what they might be good at or what they might not be good at, or seeing where we can maximize someone's potential. So I do think that's where I excel. I also think that I bring a lot of energy and effort to a group. I think that I can be the social butterfly. I can get people to be more out there and more open, and get people to want to warm up and talk to others. But I would say that is how I stand out. I think I'm a great and efficient leader, and I think I also bring energy, and I think I just bring effort, and I bring a good work ethic to the table every day. What drew me to your company is just the opportunity and the ability to grow and be a part of something that's bigger than myself in the workplace. Your company values hard work, your hard work, and development and dedication, and that's something I take seriously, and that's something I think I have in a plenty, amount of. I think that I have more than enough effort in my body, and I, if I want to apply somewhere where I think I can build on my skills and become a better, not just a better person in the workforce, but a better, just a man, I will take that wherever I can.